Welcome to my final build update for the Detonate Dead Bloodmage. I just invested around 300 exalts into the build just to cap out the Chaos Res and get a bit more life, so it should be truly immortal now. I also got this scepter. It's almost the same as the last one, but it got the Malice aura, which applies critical weakness to the enemy periodically. Before we had to use Eye of Winter. It's not fast enough at applying it to drop Eye of Winter, but you can just apply it and it will then reapply and reset the duration, so you only have to apply it once in a boss fight. And as you might have seen in my previous videos, I'm really bad at keeping up the debuff. So this is huge damage increase, especially for me. It also got more spirit, so I can run 2 clerics again now. I had some issues with the minions dying on bosses. This is a bit better now. The rest of the gear, I go over it in descending order of importance. I crafted this helmet with minion levels. I made a video about it, but it was quite lucky. I got this ring for 20 exalt, which was a bargain. It was the highest elemental damage ring that I could afford, and it had dexterity on it for free, so I could use these dexterity gloves. Then movement speed is important, so these boots. And for the flex slots, the slots you get last, I used this belt and these gloves. I also got lucky and found my 6th socket. I put ambush in it. I changed my mind on recommending it only for the crit build. It feels much nicer mapping with it, even on this version. If you want to bring the build further than me, then the obvious next choice would be getting an amulet with minion levels on it. But I need this one to cap my resistances, and it was just too hard to cap Chaos Res without it. So I just didn't bother, and I didn't really need more damage. Let's see if I regret that choice when I face off against the Pinnacle boss. Another super late game item I found while browsing the internet was a jewel that gives +3 levels to a specific skill. In our example, Skeletal Brutes. But this will be super expensive. I think it drops from a late game boss, probably even in a harder difficulty, like a late game Uber boss. That would be my guess. But if you want to get this build any further, with these 2 items alone, you should get around 70% more damage. Other than that, that's what I would do if I was planning to take this build even further. But what I am going to do now, I think I will try to kill the endgame bosses with this build, and then it's time for the next one. I had something with a Firestorm in mind, but probably I won't make videos about it, only if it's truly unique or something special. But I think there are enough mediocre builds out there. This remains to be seen. I also had this wacky idea to incorporate cast and dodge into the build with an amulet that increases dodge range and just stacking energy generation to just roll around the map and cast spells. But I fear it will be hard to scale damage with this build, so it's more of a wild idea. I will be posting videos when I kill the Pinnacle bosses with the Detonate Dead Mage, and other than that, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you can just ask in the comments. I will still be reading them and answering every question you have to this build. Thanks for watching.